He needs to love me the way I am. After all, we are married. There's nothing more to lose, okay? He must love me the way I am. Men don't love women that way anymore. Gone are the days where men used to love women the way they are. You have to come out of that, delusion, okay, and understand that nobody can give you what you have refused to give yourself. You need to love yourself well enough to expect love from another person. We get married, we forget ourselves, and we sit back and expect that these men will love us whether we care for ourselves or not. That is a wrong, mindset. You want to begin to learn how to care for yourself. He should love me just as I am. But what happens when as I am is drenched in poor hygiene, laziness, and self-neglect? What happens? You expect the man to continue to love you. This is the truth many shy away from. But it needs to be said with love, okay? Somehow I am saying it right now. Now, I know you have a good heart. I know you might be the kindest woman in the world. Gentle, prayerful, giving, loyal. But if you are not taking care of yourself physically, emotionally, or even mentally, that good heart may not be enough to sustain the intimacy, to sustain the attraction and the admiration that you would want from your husband, or may I say your future husband. So you need to write this in bold letters in your consciousness. The truth is, most men, whether they say it or not, are, deeply affected by what they see, smell, and feel, okay? When they are around their wives, it's not superficial, it's only human, okay? Attraction doesn't disappear just because vows were exchanged. Respect doesn't remain automatic. And while unconditional love sounds really nice and pretty, okay, in theory, love in marriage must be nurtured with, responsibility, not entitlement. Let me show you how this plays out in 5, straightforward ways, okay? First, if you constantly, neglect personal hygiene, you are unknowingly creating distance between yourself and your husband as a woman. I am not just talking about makeup or salon visit, though these are all nice when you can manage them, okay? I'm talking about daily bathing, keeping your body fresh, brushing your teeth, using deodorant, and even wearing, clean and decent clothes at home. Some women are so focused on caring for the children, okay, or running the house that they forget to, wash their own undergarment regularly, take care of themselves, take care of their hair. Most times they are unkept for weeks, their breath is foul, and yet they want kisses. Listen to this, okay? This is not about perfection. It's about, respect, and your body deserves it, okay? Your marriage needs it. Men are visual. They are sensory beings, okay? A good heart wrapped in a neglected body does not automatically attract admiration. And this is something I want you to begin to learn, okay? Step number 2. Laziness in your daily routine can make a man feel like you are not his partner, but his burden. When you constantly, sleep excessively, avoid basic house duty, leave things scattered, and expect him to pick up, after you, or spend hours on your phone doing nothing productive, he notices, and over time he becomes resentful, not because he wants a slave, but because he wants a helper. A woman who sees that home as her pride, not her punishment, even if he never complains, the respect he feels for you quietly drops, okay? Especially when he doesn't feel like you're doing your duty. Especially if he's working hard to provide and comes home to a woman who seems to have no drive or energy. That disconnect, if ignored, can become a wound in the relationship. Now, thirdly, Self-neglect also shows in how you talk about yourself. When you constantly say, I am just tired of everything, I am too old to dress up, I don't have the strength to do anything, you are not just, venting, you are, programming yourself, and you are draining your partner emotionally. He begins to feel helpless around you. He doesn't know how to motivate you, and over time, he stops trying. Many women assume that as long as they are good in the kitchen or good in bed, the man will stay. But no, men are drawn to women who radiate life, not those who speak death over themselves daily. Your joy is attractive. Your confidence, even in small doses, gives your husband something to hold on to. You need to know this. Point number 4. Let's talk about entitlement. He should love me just the way I am mindset. That mindset can quickly become a trap if it's used to excuse bad habit. Yes, he should love you as you are, but that version of you should also be growing. That's what maturity looks like. Love without growth is not healthy. If he married a woman who used to care for herself, dress decently, before they got married, ate well, active, okay? But now she's, always moody, dirty, passive, or dismissive. It's not fair to ask him to pretend he's okay. Even God doesn't love us in a way that allows us to remain stagnant. He loves us in transformation. Marriage should be the same. You shouldn't weaponize your vulnerability to escape responsibility. You must grow. Now, finally, I must say this. Neglecting yourself not only push your husband away, it damages your own spirit. You become less confident, more insecure, and more suspicious of his every move. You start assuming he is seeing someone else just because, of course, he's not touching you as before. But many times he's not cheating. He's just, disconnected because the woman he, sees every day is not the same woman that he got married to. Now, I am not here to make you feel bad. Times are very hard, especially in Nigeria. The economic situation is tough. Women are struggling so hard. When you go on Instagram, you see the way women are hustling, right? I do understand that sometimes we tend to forget ourselves to care for the kids. And caring for your kid is what makes you a super duper responsible woman. And that is not something that, can be taken for granted. But at the same time, you should not forget yourself. Take care of yourself. You can't be at home every day. Your hair is not made. These days we use wig a lot. You will do the one that we used to do before we put the wig on top. That is what I'm carrying right now. You will do it, and for 3 months, you just leave it there. When you want to go out, you wear your wig. At home, you're just looking like a new mad woman. You put wrapper on top of your breast. You wear one faded, short at home. Your underwears are all, looking like something that nobody knows. But you are spending millions daily caring for the children, caring for your husband, caring for the home, and all of that. Please, babe, look at yourself. Look around. You are somebody's child too. Take care of yourself. Do not forget yourself. Because when you're carrying that hair like that, and wearing that underpants the way you're wearing it, it's torn, the elastic is, I don't know, pulled like 10 years ago. The bra, you're repeating the same bra over and over again. I want you to look at the mirror. Tell me or tell yourself, if I wear this man, will I be looking at this woman? Will I come home and want to kiss this woman? Will I come home and want to cuddle this woman? Ask yourself, because this is something we need to begin to tell ourselves the truth. I do know that there are men who will, do whatever they want to do, no matter how much you care for yourself. Yes, that is given, but then again, There are still men who expect more from you, that if you try a little more, they will also stay. A lot of us just say, no, it doesn't matter, he must love me. That is that entitlement attitude that is, pushing him away from you. You get up in the morning, you fix the children, you drop them in school, you come back home, you do not brush till 4 o'clock, you enter the bathroom by 4 to brush your mouth. What makes you feel that no matter the chores you're doing at home, you can't do it neatly? A lot of, Nigerian women watch Telemundo. They watch, what do you call that? Z-World. If you're going to invest all your time watching Telemundo and Z-World, what do you learn from Telemundo? Do you not see these women who struggle so much with mother-in-laws, and especially the Z-War? Mother-in-law is against you, father-in-law is against you, brother-in-law, sister-in-law, they are all against you. You're struggling with life, but you see them come out really neat. Even those ones that are really poor, you see them come out really neat. You can do this. It doesn't matter if you have just 3 clothes or 4 dresses. Keep them, wash them, iron them. If you wash your clothes, you wear it like that without ironing it, it will be looking as if it's not been washed. I know the times are hard. Most times we don't have the finances to really care for ourselves the way we want to care for ourselves. But then again, do not forget yourself. One thing we do as mothers, we forget ourselves too often. You want to take care of the man, you want to take care of the kids, you want to take care of the home, you want to do this, you want to do that, and you just forget that you are somebody's child and you are also a human being that needs to be, cared for. You need to care for yourself. Get up, go to the gym, get up, do the things that can make you happy as well, okay? Take care of yourself. I don't want to come and visit you and you're giving me rice with that wrapper here. We will fight. Do you understand? You're beautiful just the way you are. You are a kind-hearted woman. You are a struggling woman. You're doing all the right things. You need to do this one. You need to begin to learn how to care for yourself, okay? Now, this is Hugs and Medleys, and if you're wondering who I am Dr. Anosong Emmanuel Bukic. Thank you so much for stopping by. I love you so much. I appreciate you, okay? And so if you think this video has brought you any kind of value, share it to someone, subscribe, turn on the post notification bell, and do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. Mwah.